What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of my Mariners franchise cap series here on YouTube. My name is West Coast 22. I appreciate you checking out the video. I will try to take the Mariners to the mountaintop, but at the same time, we have about 40 creative players that we are following, inserting onto random teams, and watching them grow and seeing if they can make it to the Hall of Fame. So to start out this season, this episode, typically, I add creative players at the start of spring training, but there was a couple that kind of snuck their way in, and I really don't want them to wait a whole nother season. So we are going to add them in now. So we have two creative players that we are going to add to this season to get them rolling, and join Tristan Clark, who joined Baltimore earlier on in the season. So we are going to get that rolling here. And we have two that we're going to add. So let me get all set up here. Give me a quick second for you, and we will get our two new creative players on to their teams. All right. The first player that we will look at today that we will add is going to be the Batman. That is the creative player that we are adding. Keep in mind, there are some teams that are locked for caps. Baltimore, the Cubs, the Astros, the Brewers, and my Mariners are all locked for caps. So if this lands on one of those teams, we will respin. But the Batman, let's see where they will end up. And it will be the Mariners. They are not eligible, so we will spin again. And it will be the Kansas City Royals who will get their third creative player, and now they are locked. So no more Royals for creative players. Now we will go to Richard Cranium. Where will Cranium land? It will be the Mets, and that will be their third. And they are now locked for now. So we got a Royal and we have a Mets. Let's figure out what their potentials are going to be. All right, let's pick the potentials. This will be for the Batman, who is now a part of the Kansas City Royals. 94 for the Batman. Not bad at all. Now we get to see Richard Cranium. The potential for him a little bit higher, and he is going to land on 96 for Steve Cohen and the New York Mets. Now let's add them to teams. Let me get that set up, and let's start with the Batman. All right, the Kansas City Royals is where we will start. The Batman wants to be a center fielder. We're going to go to center field here. Who can we... They already have a top center fielder. The Royals are stacked in the outfield now. We are going to grab William Park because he's 19. Don't want to do Rolando. I'll have three young guys. So let's take one of the crappy young guys and keep Estrella. So let's take William Park and let's add him as the Batman. Give me a second and let's add him to the Kansas City Royals. The Batman is now a part of the Kansas City Royals. Says he's in single A. We'll see if he stays there, but at the very least, he is now in the Kansas City system. Now we move to the National League. Let's find the Mets. Richard Cranium also wants to be a center fielder. Jazz Chisholm, Drew Gilbert, and Liam Hodge are all center fielders. They have no right fielders, which is nice. They only have a couple young B, so a lot of center fielders, but they can play different positions as well. So we're about to give the Mets way too many center fielders. Jazz is 30, though, to be fair. So we are going to take away Alfredo Santos. Richard Cranium will take his spot. Give me a second. Let's add Richard Cranium to the Mets. Richard Cranium is now a Met. 4 really good prospects for the Mets at center field. Maybe they trade one away. I don't know. We'll see what the AI does. But we do have Batman and Cranium as part of our caps now. So they are jumping in the year 2028. As for our team here, we kind of get the season started now. So let's go to our scout contract. We need some high discovery people like we always do. Hopefully, we don't get absolutely banged backwards like we did last year with discovery. We'll do Salazar for 1. Need one more. Good discovery. If we can get a high one, that'd be great. Joaquin Lincoln for Clemente. There's our good discoveries here. So there we go. We'll keep those 2. Saunders will stay as always because they're great for pitching. And then once we discover it, we will go back and fix it. Lineups here, we're really not going to touch. We will just let them figure it out. Because whatever we do, they change it anyway. So who cares? Let's go to the first game here, though. There's actually one move that I wanted to make because I actually made a mistake. Montez, I want to play up. Instead of Marlowe. Hold on. Lineups. We need an outfielder, so they'll take one of our outfielders. So I'm going to switch Marlowe here. I wanted Marlowe down and I wanted Montez up, and I made a mistake off stream. So we're going to fix this now. Marlowe's got to go on waivers. There's no way that he's taken, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, I should move him to AA, and Segura should be up, but we'll cross that bridge. Again, we have Castillo starting out for us, so this should be super fun. No one hurt for us. Start the year. We'll see how long that takes. I believe fixed lineups, don't care. We start 3-0. Huge. But scouting does not start until this week. 7-2 the Mariners start out with as we start out scouting. Positional needs. Man. Okay, hold on. We really need to go take a peek here on what the hell we need. Our pitching has not been good. We've got to get some pitching. We have okay pitching, but they're not good. So we need to get some pitching for sure. Bullpen is always going to be a problem. Catchers, all we have is Herrera. First base, we're okay for a long while. Second base, all we have is Emerson. Someone else will be nice. Third base, we got Jernigan, but we have Fisher Furbush there for a while. Shortstop, same situation. We're good here. So really, I mean, we have Paul Christian. He's 25, though. Hopefully he's a late bloomer and can play till he's 35. We did get Bucky Yang. Corson's young. Julio's still 27. And we have some Bs here. So we're not looking horrible. Pitching, bullpen, and catcher, though, is kind of what I'm looking for. But we will see what's actually available. So we'll go here. We'll go catcher. And we'll just go... I'll go reliever. We'll go reliever just because. All right, so we know that Saunders is always going to do this first. Before we continue, let's go see what we have. We are pick number 10. Freddie Montero, Elvis Feliz. So pitcher. The first position player is not until spot 8. Not ideal. All MLB rank. Pitchers, a lot of relievers, not a lot of closers in the top 100. One catcher. Infield looks, besides third base, it looks okay. Center field looks good. Wow, yeah, I'm probably not going to discover too much this year just because I got screwed last year. But we will see here. We always start out that first just because. Wait, I did that right. Discover pitcher. Oh, okay. We'll go to the outfield and see if we can get absolutely anybody. and see if we can get lucky here. I add Cox out for a little bit. That's unfortunate. As we have a horrible week, we go 1-5. Still no outfielders. That's solid, I guess. Good Lord. We'll go outfield central. That'll be about it. Yeah, we're not going to discover too much this season because we got hosed. Okay, so at least we find something. That's good. Anybody decent? Nope. Nope. Infield International. Infield East. As 38 international pitchers are being scouted. I like that very much. Yes, guys, people are hurt. I get it. Jesus criminy. And I could turn that off. I know. Infield. Nope. NR. And NR. All right, so let's look at catchers once, and then I'm going to be done. Let's do catcher East. That's fine. Not going to discover too much. Definitely going to not get screwed like last week as we go 22-12. But we find some catchers. Good shit. But again, nobody worth dog shit. Connor Ruiz, Todd Jones. Okay. So not ideal. So we're going to cancel this. We're going to cancel this. Week 5. Saunders is still rolling, and we don't have a ton of people moving up the boards quickly. Some NRs here. Hopefully they keep getting better as they get full. Let's start scouting. Well, before we do this, we have to go change our contracts back. All right, so we need 2 position players. Efficiency and position. That's what we're looking for. Nope. Not good enough efficiency. Not good enough position players. Jim Clemente, we already had. Let's just grab him back. Can we get Tino? No. They do that shit on purpose, man. They do it to where you just can't get them. Son of a bitch. All right, so we're gonna have to just grab someone that's maybe not as good. I don't like the efficiency because that's the percentage. I'd rather have I'd rather have someone like this guy. With a low position and keep that efficiency. I feel that's better, and I feel like it does better for me, but what do I know? What do I know? Let's go scout some prospects here. So let's see where we're at here. Let's go to team rank. Reliever, not really looking to get a reliever. Again, we are pick 10, so a lot of these will not be here. Maybe some of the bullpen guys will. I really don't want to go bullpen with spot 10. If Escobar is good, I mean, I think we have to try. If he's good, I think he'll be taken for sure. But we got to give it a shot. So let's move them to 3 where they belong. I believe this is the last week. Oh, no. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. As we have another bad week. 24-17. Escobar drops a little bit. Just deep pitching and defense. No thanks. Caballero. Potentially could be okay. We're going to keep him for 1 more week and just see. All right, let's keep looking here. Lamont Zeller. I mean, to be fair, this might just be... We might just go bullpen. We might just go bullpen here. How bad are my scouts with pitching? Not great. Not great at all. Oh, man. I don't know. There's just not a good... This just feels like a pitcher draft. especially bullpen. There's so many bullpen. Clearly, there's Lamont Zeller, Ozzy Melendez, Garcia, Miller, Pacheco, but I just feel like we can get some bullpen here and maybe get a little bullpen help. That's just the way this feels. I'm going to go switch out one of my prospects or one of my scouts and see if I can get an efficiency in pitcher. Efficiency in pitcher. Chris Littler is the best one, but it's the same money as Tino, which means we're not going to be able to get him. Let's take out Clemente. But he's our best position guy. So I don't really want to do that. Ray Camacho is not terrible. I might go Ray Camacho here for Jeb Knoll. It's not ideal because of the 82, but Camacho can do both. And he's got a high efficiency. So we're going to do this. So Camacho is going to be, he is going to scout a lot of pitching. And we are going to go closers first because we can. Do we need a righty versus lefty? Is that a deal here? Actually, let's just go to pitching rotation. We have 3. We did get Alexi Ramirez. He's 24. We have 3 lefty arms. We have 1 lefty arm. 4 lefty arms. Okay, so we don't necessarily need lefties, but if we can get them, let's get them. So when it comes to this, closers, I'm absolutely going to go after some closers here. Down to 3. They have 1 more week, right? Yep. 1 more week. So Chet Small, who we will continue to do position players for this guy. So we'll do Zeller. But I really think this is just going to be a pitcher draft for us. It's the way it's coming. We're done here. Again, if I was smart, I would look and see where. East or Central, if it's better. Not a big fan of Zeller right now. So we actually are not going to finish Zeller. It's a waste of time. Every time I finish something like that, we don't need a first baseman. We have way too much. Escobar. Let's do Melendez. Chet Small, we got enough information on. We're going to hope that one of these will just fall to us at 10. I mean, again, a position players are what we want, but if we simply can't get there, we're just going to have to draft whatever we need. Pedro Angeles, that's a good one. Ozzy, okay, at least he's staying pat, so we'll keep Ozzy. We'll keep going closers here. Let's get the top guy, or top 10 guy. Only 20 for the East, which is not ideal. 3-3, 32 and 28. We're starting to even off here. Ozzy, okay. Not bad. Not even fully scouted. Not the best offense, but I think he's doable with that offense, considering his defense and speed. Tommy Powell, good Lord. He's not even an A, but he's going to walk a little bit, but that's really fucking good. That's really good. Let's keep going here. We'll do Samuel Ricker, and then we'll go to relievers. We're not going to go after the one guy because I just don't think that's viable. Juan Soto? He is top 3. He probably won't drop to us, but just because he's Juan Soto, I mean, come on. Come on, we got to give him a look as we have lost 9 straight games. What are we doing, guys? And he's he doesn't throw fast, but he's just absolutely dominant. Okay. Oh, Samuel Ricker. Look at those attributes. There is no way in hell that you are that good. You are garbage, and I will not keep you. You ain't gonna trick me, video game. Good. Okay, Stash Man, what up? We need to do Garcia. We're staying with relievers. We'll stay with these guys here. At some point, I need to look through and see if there's any NRs that I missed. We still have about 4 weeks left. Joe Jones, not bad. Garcia. Ugh. Maybe, you know, maybe. 2, 4, 7, 8. Okay. See, I like the NR to 49. That's decent. 59, 63. He's only 18. 21. Let's do Chris Light just to see, because he's 21. We definitely don't need him. After this week, we're going to look through our whole list and see if there's any NRs that we want to scout. Wow, this team was falling off, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. George Garcia. Crap. Chris Light. What? What? How is he not ranked? But he's an 85 to 95 potential with those per nines. How is that even possible? Is this one of those reverse fog of war things? Okay. I'm down with that. Chris Light from California. I don't even think I scouted the West, but hey, I got you, big guy. I got you. Central has 1 more week, so we'll let the Central go 1 more week. Now we need to look and see all and see if there's any NRs that we need to grab that are not on the Major League radar. I try to do this once a season. You never know if I discovered someone and didn't know. So I'm looking for a not ranked Paul Paquette. Okay. 68 on my board, which means he's probably a low 90, but still. This is the type of pitcher stuff that we've been missing. This is why our starters are not good. We've not been able to scout them very well. Looking for NRs. Connor Ruiz is someone that I want to scout, so I'm actually just going to do him now so I don't forget about him. But that was number 100, so I'll go all the way to 100. That is one of the catchers that we discovered. I want to see if he's good. Hopefully. It does not look like there's any other not ranked that is worth my time. I mean, Todd Jones, I guess, but Francisco Jimenez. Okay. All right. There's a Rich Lang, not ranked. Okay. So it looks like we're not missing anybody. Like whenever you see those draft rank NRs, but then our board's like 50, those are the guys that you want to look at. And so I guess I could have gone here as well and just went through real quick and looked for any NRs. See, I saw one right there, but it's already fully scouted. Yep. So anything that is on our top 100, Paul Paquette, Chris Light, those can be some good mid to late round picks. Hopefully they are still there. Okay. All right, so we need to keep going pitchers here. So we're gonna still look at bullpen. I mean, I would much rather look at 21-year-olds and get everything 1 week. Scouting 18-year-old relievers just seems crazy to me. No. All right, we roll off some wins there. That's good. Maury Ortega drops a little bit. I mean, still could be decent, though. If you're looking for bullpen, this guy could easily be like a 79 or 80, which for a bullpen is not bad. Connor Ruiz, not going to be stellar. So that one is what it is. I'll go back to team rank. That's fine. Close. Marcelo Herrera, somebody I'm going to look at next. Let's do Jesse Miller and let's do Herrera. He was a closer. Marcelo. We should be done here with pitchers with the central. Oh, okie dokie. So we will just use this. There's only 2 weeks left. If I scout position again, it's kind of a waste of my time. So we are just going to use Saunders here to, what am I doing? To just get more pitchers. Let's scout some more relievers here and see if we can find somebody. Elvin McMillan? Sure. Why the fuck not? Another good week for us. 48 and 43 as we approach the draft and the All-Star break. Marcelo Herrera jumps. He'll walk a little bit, but don't care. The rest of his stuff is very good. Jesse Miller. I'd love to see the rest of Jesse Miller. So we're going to do that. Elvin McMillan, same situation. Just going to stick with him and see what he ends up. So we are going to switch him to another probably pitcher. Not someone that's 18 because I want to see Seamus Grimsley. Sure. And we want to see the rest of this. So we are not going to advance all the way to the draft right now. Before we do that, we are going to go back here and see who we have so far. View prospect list, recently scouted, team rank. We're not looking at Montero. Jeff Clement goes from 79 to 2. Juan Soto stays high. Len Fiore jumped up for us. That's good. Elvis Feliz stayed high, as did Chet Small. Pedro Angeles. Perry, we didn't touch. Shibuya roll call. Stayed up. Michael Ramirez jumped up into the top 10. The other Ramirez, his brother Adrian, we didn't touch. Luis Campaneris jumped to top 12. Ozzy Melendez. I don't know if he's worth the number 10 pick if he's there. He's decent, but I don't think he's that good for a top 10 pick. Tommy Powell, Robert Smith, Billy East is injured. Someone's going to take a chance on him. Herrera. This is just going to be a pitcher draft. It is what it is. Jared Escobar, same thing. Just okay, but not that good. With no offense, really, or not good enough offense. Javier Vasquez. Joe Jones. Wendell Biggs. Yeah, so granted, we did not look into a ton of position players. But this is just as I thought at the beginning. I didn't want to waste my time. I really just thought this is going to be a pitcher draft. Probably the whole way for us. We need to get our bullpen back. We need to get some more starting pitching depth. So this is what I think we are going to do. That is where we are going to go. So we are going to go a day before the draft. Because if we go here, we skip to the draft. And that's going to be the very next episode. So we are 50 and 46. Just the definition of mediocrity again. We are clear on the injured list for now. Let's go take a peek and see. First, we'll go trades. See if there's any caps that got traded. 3 trades the whole year so far, and no caps. I wish there was a better way to do this, but there's just not. All transaction, we'll go to the Mariners. And we've done nothing. We haven't moved anybody or done anything, so that is good. Going to our lineups, Corson is now our leadoff hitter, but he's only hitting 208s, which makes no sense why he's our leadoff hitter. That is baffling to me, but look at all the heat. The hot players. Cumbest 303. Julio 307, Dumper 276, Fister 313. Holy runs driven in. Good Lord. Even Dom Dom's hitting 269, Harry Ford 256. Montez the rookie is contributing, as is Cole Young. Stephen Bowman, still young, not too worried about him getting playing time. But this freaking team right now, my God. My God. I wish we had a better leadoff hitter. Against lefty, Cole Young might be better, but Corson at 2. Man, I don't know. But our team's doing very, very well. Offensively, which is great. Our pitching, not so much. This is why we are struggling. George Kirby, his ERA and whip is up a little bit. Gilbert, I will take that. Bryce Miller, he's up a little bit. But Brian Wu and Clifford Rosales are all absolutely struggling this year. Rosales is getting better, though, so that's good. Him struggling is not getting in the way of his development. Joyce, terrible. Adcock, Saucedo, Ramirez. Santos is doing well. Spire's garbage. And Mooney. Starting to regress. Womp womp. 29 of 32 for saves. I will take that all day long. So, I mean, we're not doing well. Our pitching's starting to struggle. Our defense is god-awful. That's why we are 50 and 46. But this is what we are going to do. We are going to give it a shot. The budget-wise, we have 35 mil. Is there anybody that we feel like we need to trade? Do we want to trade Kirby? He is dropping this year. He's 30 years old. I love George Kirby. But do we want to pay him $25 million next year? I don't know. Because we have Cumbest and Fister coming up in 2 years. I don't know if we're going to have the money to spend long-term on Gilbert, Julio, Mooney, Kirby, Cumbest, and Fister Furbush. I don't think we have that ability. And Santos is going to want to get paid. We have some decisions to make here, and I think Kirby. Oof, I don't know about Kirby. 11 and 4. I mean, if we have any chance of wanting to win, we can't trade Kirby. Which means we either hold on to him and hope that we can qualify, offer him, and get a pick. Yeah. Wow. We're 50 and 46 though. You know, we can't. We're a game out of the wild card. If we trade George Kirby, the season's over. But our pitching is what's holding us back for sure. If we do that, we're pretty much throwing in the towel. We're throwing in the towel. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I appreciate you. Come back for the next one. It'll be draft day for our 5th season. Hopefully, we can fill out our bullpen and our starting pitching depth a little bit more. Thank you for checking out the video. Make sure you comment, like the video. Let me know what you think about the series, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell so you know when my videos go live. I appreciate you guys. And if you want to add a player to this Create a Player series, all you have to do is fill out the Google form that's in the description, and I will take care of the rest. I appreciate you. We will see y'all on the next video.